Of course. Is this good? You guys good? Do you see? Everyone good? Everyone good? All right. So today we will use, what's that? 2019. So first, I just want to say Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, so the first thing I'm going to talk about two things real quick, and it's going to start off with a story. So, it won't be a long story. So, before real estate, I knew that I didn't grow up with a big family, but I knew that having a big family was super important when I had my daughter, right? So I started communicating and networking with a ton of people. One of those people was Red Point. Who knows who Red Point is?
CrossFit?
Yes. Red Point CrossFit. Back in the day, it was CrossFit, MMA, Jiu-Jitsu, and rock climbing. I think it's just CrossFit and rock climbing now. But we used to walk to this place all the time. It was about a 15, 20-minute walk. We'd walk there all the time to introduce her to more people. Now, before I walked in, on the door it said, check your ego at the door. Check your ego at the door. And I took that in. I saw that all the time, and I would remind my daughter of that. Check your ego at the door, right? Which was good for me because I had a small ego and I was scared of other people. So I knew that other people had to check their ego at the door. The second thing is when I walked in, they had this sign. They had a big sign that said this. Can someone read this?
Be kind and work hard.
Be kind and work hard. Now these two things right here really set me up when I got into real estate. Because I didn't know anything. I didn't know anything. But I did know this formula right here, which was be kind and work hard. So in 2019, this may seem so simple, but I think that sometimes we overcomplicate things because we think that it's got to be super complicated. It can't be too easy. But I'm telling you guys, if you use be kind and work hard in 2019, this simple formula will help you out. Would you agree?
Yes.
Cool. All right, what does this mean? What was that?
Less than.
We got less than here. I'm going to circle this in a frame, or put it in a frame. Now,
One is greater than nothing.
one is greater than nothing. Now, the real formula kind of looks like this. It's opposite. However, this works. Would you agree?
Yeah. They mean the same.
Cool. So what does this mean? I'm going to hear it again. What does this mean? I sound stoked this morning. So something is always greater than nothing. This was another formula that I always looked at that they had within Red Point. Something is always greater than nothing. I had this clock in my less than 1,000 square foot home that I called my computer room, this little room. And on the clock it said time to work. But underneath that it always had this. So today you do something. No matter how bad you feel, no matter how much you think it's going to suck, no matter what, just do one thing today. One thing that challenges your whole world, keeps you uncomfortable, just one thing. Do you guys think that you could just wake up in the morning and just do one thing that keeps you uncomfortable?
Yep.
Yes.
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 We'll get there eventually.
Come on, it's the New Year's.
Making you work for it.
Here's the thing, what's next year?
2020.
2020. So then, it's going to look like this. So go ahead and get a head start and at least start doing one thing today that challenges you, that challenges your business, that challenges the relationships that you're in right now. One thing. Are we okay with that?
Yes.
Cool. All right, here's the last thing. What number is that?
9.
What does that mean in German?
9.
No.
No.
9.
9. 9. That means no. That means no. I stretched a little bit on this one. However, I found it. I found it, and I held on to it. No. So 2 things with the word no. All right, number 1 is when you find that a lot of people are telling you no, right? Like when you find that a lot of people are saying, oh, you shouldn't move forward. When I see you shaking your head like, golly, you stressed on that. When you have people say that, dude, that's not going to work. There's no way that's going to work. You should probably move in that direction. The more no's you hear, I would like for you to find that as a sign that you're moving in the right direction. When the masses go one way, you go the other way. When everyone says the market is super slow, there's nothing you can do, you expand, right? The more you hear no, that usually means you're going in the right direction. Would you agree? Would you agree?
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. The second, thank you.
You're welcome. My pleasure, sorry.
No, you're good.
I didn't frequent Chick-fil-A.
You're
this
great.
morning. Yeah.
And the second no is, well, here's the thing. A lot of stuff that I bring to you guys here today is that as I live, I learn something new, and I just kind of want to express it to all of you guys. And one thing that kind of hit me hard end of last year and the beginning of this year was that who in here is the breadwinner or holds a lot of weight with the money that they bring into their household? Raise your hand. Now, what if something happens to you guys today?
Chris-Ann. She's got it.
She's got it. What I mean, think about that for a second. We don't know when we're going to come into this world, and we dang sure don't know when we're going to leave this world. So what if something happens to you today? Are you guys thinking about that?
Yes.
Are you okay? So what can you do to kind of combat that a little bit? So if you're the breadwinner, you're the one that's bringing in all the money. What can you do to combat if something bad happens to you? What is one of the things that you should be focusing on?
Saving.
Saving. What else?
Leverage.
Leverage. What else? Investments. Like
Profit share.
profit share. Like
Rentals.
rentals. Whew, you gotta touch this morning. I'm gonna have to get like a 5-hour interview gun shoot at you guys. But that's the thing. I mean, you guys need to start thinking a lot more about passive income that rolls into your world in 2019, and that might feel a little comfortable to see what that looks like, the money that you have to put forward, the conversations you have to happen. But understand it's bigger than you. If something happens to you today, are you putting your family in a tight bind? Right?
Correct.
This was big for me because my wife just quit her job. I have 2 kids. We have 3 mortgages. This is all on me. And I'm just pushing it to you guys to also think about that in 2019. If something happens to you, to start thinking profit share. Start thinking real estate as an investment. Cool?
Cool.
So when you know that you're moving to a lot of no's, it usually means you're moving in the right direction. Just do one thing in 2019 every single day that keeps you uncomfortable. And using this formula right here, just be kind and
Work hard.
thank you. That's it.
Okay. I guess you're leaving this for me to do that.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Just do one thing that keeps you uncomfortable.